Good evening, each and every one of you. Welcome all to our Tuesday evening meditation. So today we have a very symmetrical setting, right view. You can see we have a new Bhante visiting us. And yes, last weekend I traveled to Chicago, and so I had a program in Chicago Buddhist Temple. So when I came back, I brought not I brought, but the resident monk followed me because he's one of the best friends of Bhante Kamala City. So he will spend about a week with us. So today we brought him here. In my travel in Chicago, I was invited to number of programs. But one was actually to give a talk on how to handle disturbing thoughts. Yes. And I was sharing with them, one important discourse or sutra of the Buddha, where Buddha described, five gradual techniques to deal with disturbing thoughts. That particular instruction was actually for meditators, like the long-term meditators. Even for long-term meditators, you can have those disturbing thoughts. So you don't have to be disappointed about yourself, because that's very common, right, Bhante? So the person who engage in adhicitta means who are really long-term advanced practitioners, and they may also have from time to time some disturbing thoughts, and then these five techniques were given as a gradual techniques to deal with them. And so, but we still can use those techniques not only in the context of meditation, but actually in our daily life. So I thought maybe I will share one technique.
That's good.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first technique. And the importance of learning how to manage our thoughts, because the thoughts is the beginning. Actually, even before thought, maybe our sensory encounter, our sensation. But thoughts are not simply thoughts, and thoughts usually leads to thought patterns. And like it's not only one single thought, but after one thought occurs, and then there'll be a spiral of many series of thoughts, and usually they end up being having some emotional feeling. It could be sadness or anger or disappointment, and even let's say even we have some kind of psychological issues like anxiety, or depression or whatever. Those states also usually start with a thought. But of course, there can be a trigger, external trigger, maybe internal bodily, sensation that can work as a trigger, and then it can generate one thought, and it can lead to more, many types of thoughts, and then it will lead to certain emotion, and then it will bring us all the way to anxiety or depression. So if you know how to handle the thought at that initial level, uh, we can prevent ourselves from going to the dark places that we used to go, or maybe painful places that we used to go. And so and at the level of thought, before we go into emotional experience or like heavy feelings, before we go there, it is quite easy for us to handle our mental process at the level of thoughts. It's still manageable. When it goes all the way to the extreme forms of emotion, then we have to use a special help maybe to overcome that. But at the level of thoughts, we can do something about it. So that's why it's so important that we learn these techniques at the level of thought. If we can do something, and we will not go all the way to difficult experiences. I think before all these five techniques uh, are actually based on one important philosophy. That means to say that means like thoughts are not ours. That means that we can say, we usually say my thoughts. My thoughts about it is maybe usually say my thoughts. So we usually have like ownership to our thoughts. But very important realization we have to have is actually thoughts are not necessarily ours. Then whose thoughts are they, right? It's not necessarily, there's no particular owner to thoughts actually. We assume that whatever occurs in our mind is usually, our thoughts or my thoughts. But actually, if they were our thoughts, we should be able to, do whatever we want to do with them, right? Right? I mean, if you have your car, if it is really your car, you should be able to drive wherever you want, right? And you should be able to control it. If your thoughts are yours, you should be able to think whatever you want to think, and you should be able to stop whatever you don't want to think. Can you do that? Only think what you want to think, and then stop thinking what we don't want to think. Can you do that? No, right? We can't do it. There's not something wrong with us actually, because that is the thoughts, our mental processes are actually what you call, it's a natural process. It's a causal process. We call it dependently arising process. Yeah, it's like a mechanism. There's a mechanism to our thoughts. So this is like a natural process, depending on causes and conditions. And if we know those process, and then we can introduce some changes. And so therefore, important before we learn the technique, it's really important to know that thoughts are not ours. Maybe it could be a good mantra. Thoughts are not mine. We cannot claim ownership of those thoughts. It just appears, it just occurs based on our previous experiences, based on the person who's sitting next to you, maybe based on what you see, hear, or smell. And there can be so many causes and conditions, but they're not necessarily ours. But I think the English language, the sentence patterns also confuse us and gives us this wrong idea that we somehow own our thoughts. Because whenever you are in an emotional state of thoughts, for example, let's say we say, I am angry, right? I am angry, just like I am John or I am Sandy. That's a very strong relationship there, right? Like I am Sandy, I am John, I'm David, like in the same way I am angry. So you have that strong relationship that anger is like mine, or I'm the anger, whatever. So that's how the English language expresses it. But in many other languages, for example, in our mother tongue, right? How we say in singular, I am angry.
We can say
Matatarahai, yes, Matatarahai. So in singular language, our own mother tongue, we say Matatarahai. So there, Mata means not really I. Mata is the form of me. So you're not really I am angry. It's like me, or like anger occurs to me. So that's the best way to translate it. So rather than saying I'm angry, you say anger occurs in me, something like that. So you don't really necessarily make that strong connection. And so anyway, so that is the important realization we have to have, that we don't own our thoughts necessarily. So therefore, we don't have to take these thoughts seriously. Right? We don't have to take our thoughts seriously. We can let them occur. If they're important, if they're helpful, we can continue. If they're not useful and helpful, we can say hi and let them fly by. Right? But it's difficult. It's particularly it's easier said than done. Yeah. But this realization is important. Yeah. So let's discuss the first technique. I mean, the technique that we are going to discuss today. It's called actually thought replacement, or in other words, maybe thought switching. But of course, in order to do that, first we have to be aware. Mindfulness is the most fundamental technique that is like a most fundamental technique that we can use it to use other techniques on the base on that. Let's say you are you are having a thought about a person who betrayed you. Maybe a person who really did bad things about you. So we're having this thought. Okay, so now so you realize that now this thought came again. You're thinking about it. You're revisiting those incidents in your mind and replaying those episodes. Maybe. And maybe if it is a text, we remember the exact word with the spelling and it occurs in our mind and we can read it. Right? Those things, occurs. And so realize, okay, now this is happening. And if you continue that way, you will be really, really angry and you can have other thoughts, whatever. It's not, you're not going to a good place, definitely, with that thought. So, of course, through this practice, we develop this mindfulness, and then we can become aware. Like we can become aware that, oh, okay, this thought occurs to me. I remember it right now. Out of the blue, right? You are doing something else. You're shopping. Maybe you're cooking. Maybe you're driving, and suddenly this thing came to you out of the blue because thoughts are not yours. It just occurs. Right? So it's actually repeating a pattern. So then you become aware. Oh, okay, this occurs to me, and then once you become aware, you already kind of create some kind of distance. And the technique that you can use, either you can take a deep breath and drop it. That will be one thing. But sometimes those thoughts are so juicy, so powerful. It will not simply leave you. It's just because so in that case, actually, the switching the thought, you invite another thought purposefully. You change the topic, you change the person, you change the theme. Actually, in Pali we call anya nimitta, right? You change the theme. So let's say you remember that person, that text, or maybe argument, whatever, and then you become okay. This is coming again. This I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling comfortable. I know that where this is going to bring me, and then you become aware. Okay, now let me purposely think about another person. You can think about your grandma. Usually, grandmas are the best, right? Whoever, who are a good person in your life, which purposefully think about that person. And purposefully think about that person and try to recall memories. What did I do with that person? Did I meet him last week? What meal we had together, what conversation we had together. You purposefully try to fill your mind with the other thing, other topic. And purposefully. And switching the thought. So you can change the person. Maybe if you're thinking about an incident, what happened in the day. There's some argument we had with your colleague, with your co-worker, maybe boss, whatever, and then you're having this thought. Of course, there are some things we have to solve, but if you're unnecessarily, dwelling in these thoughts, then, okay, I remember it. It's not helping me. So what else happened in the day? Because, in the day, there are so many things happening, right? Not only that incident, right? What else happened in the day? And you try to purposefully remind yourself, whatever good thing happened in the day. And, even a simple thing like, when you are driving, someone say hello to you, some stranger, wish you, greeted you, Maybe, when you buy your coffee in the morning, someone greeted you, nicely. Whatever, just try to bring another incident, a wholesome incident. So purposefully switching ourselves and purposefully try to bring more memories, and then try to fill your mind with that theme. So that's one technique we can do, switching the thoughts. Sometimes even we can do with the same person. Let's say if you have family members, if you have some family members, there's something bad or say something bad, and it just coming to you and it bothering you. And one other technique will be, instead of changing the person, maybe you can think about the same person. What else this person has done to me? Maybe that person has helped you a lot previously. Purposeful think about, okay, that day, he gave me right, and he sacrificed this, he dedicated this, and just try to bring those memories, and then that one way. But anyway, sometimes dealing with the same person can be a little challenging. Maybe change the person. you know it's like when you are watching TV, you are watching something that you don't like. What you can do? Change the channel, switch the channel. So in that way, like, instead of having this thought, you try to pay your attention to something else and try to bring to your mind some other incident or other person. And then, but we had to purposefully generate the thought, recover the memories, because the previous one was so powerful, it's already ready to get to attention. So then you have to put a little bit more effort to bring more memories of the other person. So I mean, if it is like as easy as switching the channel, that will be nice. But you need a little bit more effort. And try to think about something else, and then try to like purposefully, bring more memories to it. And then we remember the simile given by the Buddha.
For which purpose?
No, I mean, for the switching the thought, the first technique, the simile given by the Buddha. Yeah, it's the wooden peg, right? Pin, right? The Buddha also has given a simile. It's about a nail, not nail, but a wooden nail. You know, wooden peg nails, and I mean those days. I don't know about these furnitures. When the furnitures are made, they use sometimes wooden pegs, wooden nails, rather than using the other nails. It's like they are not like sharp nails. They are simply like pegs, right? So you make a hole in two pieces, and then you get a peg and you lubricate it, and then you push that peg in the two holes in the two pieces of the wood, and it stick together. That's how people made furniture those days. So Buddha was aware about that, and he was talking about a peg that is deteriorated, that was like bad. It was been there for a few years, but now sometimes the peg can go bad, and the furniture is wobbling. So now you need to replace that peg. So it's giving a simile. You can create a similar peg, exactly the same size, and you also lubricate it, and then you place the head of that peg on the head of the existing peg, and then you hit from the other side of the new peg, and slowly this peg will go inside. The old peg, in which is broken and deteriorated, will come out from the other side, and you'll be able to replace it, and with the new peg, the old one is dropped from the other side. So at least that is not as easy as the switching the channel. You need a little bit more effort. That's what we have to do. Yeah.
So we can suggest more similes, similar to that
Okay.
simile.
Okay.
So let's see, there is a very dirty carpet on the floor, so we can change the carpet and we can put another new carpet like that.
Like that, right? Yeah. So just like instead of having that carpet, we change the carpet. Yeah. Exactly.
Like we have used the clothes to cover our body, since it is very dirty. So we can we can change
the cloth. Yeah, with a new cloth.
With
right?
a new cloth.
Yeah. Replacing. So we have enough storage of memories. Yeah, I mean, good ones too, right? You try to bring the good one, and then purposefully, even like maybe not even thinking, but even topic, change the topic. Yeah, change the topic. Even when you are having a conversation with someone, I mean, I try to do it when people start like some topics that are controversial. And I know that if I continue, this is not going to be well. You change the topic of the conversation. How about this? How about your gardening? Yeah. So
can someone deal with as a third person to control that kind of situation?
Yes, I think Bhante is making a good suggestion. If you see like your two family members are talking about some theme, some topic that probably end up being an argument, as a third person watching outside, you can go and intervene and suggest a new topic. Right? No suggest, bring a new topic. They will be distracted and change their the conversation to something else.
Sometimes children can go to the mothers to mother and father, and also father and mother can go to the kids also.
Yeah, so parents can help children, and children can also help parents.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Exactly. So anyway, just remember, we have the capacity, we have the power to switch our thoughts or replacement. So, but we have to have mindfulness. We have to become aware that I'm going through this negative thought. I'm having this, unhelpful thought. Once you become aware, that's what we are trying to, help you to learn in these sessions. So when you become self-aware, oh, I'm thinking about this. Interesting, I just remember it right now, right? Because most of the time our thought occurs, when you're doing something else. And then you become aware of it and then realize that, okay, it's not helping. And just because it occurs in our mind, it doesn't mean that we have to think about the same thing. Doesn't have to. Just because it occurs doesn't mean that we have to think about this thing if it's not helpful. So then, okay, I know that it's not going to help, but okay, let me think about something else and purposefully bring to your mind a good incident. Do you think that you can do it right now? Hmm? Yeah.
At least they may remember the talk also when they was explaining.
Oh, they can change. Yeah, they can they can change the thought, thinking about what we discussed today. Right? Oh, there were one time the 4 monks came and they were talking about this. Right? So you can think about it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So with that, let us start our practice. Yeah. So we will start with our movements. Okay, let us try to bring awareness to our body. Just spread your feet a little bit apart. That will allow you to feel the weight evenly in your 2 feet. Take a moment to balance the weight of your body. Instead of leaning to 1 foot, you need to try to stand right in the middle of the 2 feet, and then feel the weight of the body in your both feet. Take a moment to feel that sensation of pressure, tightness, or pressed muscles in your feet. Closely watch how the heels are touching the socks and the shoes or the floor right now. Do you feel the pressed muscles there? And then gently move to the front part of your feet and see what kind of areas, what kind of muscles in the front part are touching the shoe, floor. And you can even travel to your toes and try to feel whatever toes that are touching the surface of the sole, of the shoe or the socks or the floor. Just become aware of that sensation of contact or touch. With that awareness of the body, we will now gently open our eyes and we will try to raise our hands along with our breath to create more sensations in our body so that we can use them to stay in the present moment. So simply open your eyes and gaze in front of you and release whatever air you have in your lungs. And when you breathe in, raise your both hands to the front. Breathe out, spread your hands to the side. Breathe in, raise your hands all the way up. Breathe out, let us gently bring our palms down, arms down, with all the awareness of the palms and the arms and the elbows. Again, breathing into the front, breathing out to the side, breathing in out, breathing out, gently coming down. Be deep in your hands and arms. Again, breathing into the front. Feel the sensation in the palms and the fingers. Breathing out to the sides. Feel the movement of the arms. Breathing in out. Breathing out, gently coming down. Feeling the movement of the air through the fingers. And the tingling sensation in the fingers and the palms. And now simply rest, relax your hands and let them hang by themselves. And take a moment to observe any new sensations arising in your body. Very subtle sensations around your shoulders. Because of that movement, you may have some residual sensations there. Now you have more awareness of your palms and fingers. You can feel some tingling sensations, pulsation in the tips of your fingers. Just feel them. Let us be in our body. Nowhere else, but right here in our body. Now let us do our next movement. Again, you can open your eyes. And this time you can bring your palms to the front and keep them together. And then we slowly bring the palms all the way up. You can connect your two thumbs together, like creating a knot over there. And now, in this posture, we will bend our body to both directions with our breath. Take a breath here. When you breathe out, turn to the right. Gently turn to the right, release in the air. And breathing in, come to the middle. And now we turn to the left. When you're breathing out, turn to the left, feeling the stretch, the bend. Breathing in to the middle. Breathing out again to the right. Breathing in to the middle. Breathing out to the left. Feel the stretch in the ribs. Breathing into the middle. Again, breathing out, going back to the right, giving a nice stretch. Breathing into the middle. The last time, breathing out, going back again to the left. Breathing into the middle. And this time, we will bring our palms to the chest. And then gently open our arms and rest them. And again, let them hang by themselves. Take a moment to feel the sensation in the palms and the fingers. Now we have more awareness in our palms, in our fingers. You have some residual sensation in your rib area, in your lower back. Even in your arms, there are stretched muscles in the arms, you can feel them. Just go through your body and feel whatever new subtle sensations are arising right now. Just feel them. Let us be in our body, right here and now. Nowhere else, but here in our body. Okay, with this awareness of the body, we will now gently move back to our chairs. We will slowly sit down for seated meditation. Adjust your body. Try to keep your both feet even and touching the ground if possible. And then try to make your upper body a little bit upright. Don't make it rigid, but gentle uprightness. And then you can open your chest and drop your arms from the sides, relaxing it. And keep your chin somewhat parallel with the earth. And again, let us bring our whole attention to our body. Right now, in this posture, how do we feel our body? Exactly which part of the body are touching the chair? Feel the point of contact or press muscles. And feel where your body parts are touching each other. And sensations with your clothes. Let us simply stay in our body. We will ring this bell and do a chant to help you to settle yourself in this body. Throughout the bell and the chant, stay in your body. Rest with your body.
Observe your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Thoroughly observe your body. Your upper body has kept upright. Chin goes parallel to the earth. Your both palms are resting on your lap. Thumbs are touching each other. Your eyes are gently closed. You are trying to keep your body in motionless posture. This is your meditative posture. Take a little long in breath through your nostrils and gently release the air through your nostrils and relax your body. Again, take a little long in breath through your nostrils and release the air through your nostrils and feel the relaxation of your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Now you have a relaxed body. With this relaxed body, observe your mind. What is going on there? Observe what is happening in your mind. Thoughts are occurring one after the other. There may be pleasant thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, neutral thoughts. Whatever thoughts there are, just observe. Various types of thoughts are occurring continuously. This is the nature of our mind. Now, we are going to invite wholesome thoughts to our mind instead of these random thoughts. Your mind has a unique capacity, your mind has a unique skill to generate thoughts, to create thoughts. Let us use that capability to generate wholesome thoughts. Our regular wholesome thought is loving kindness. Loving kindness. What a beautiful thought it is. To understand the nature of loving kindness, you can visualize a baby is sitting in front of you with a nice smile. You can visualize a puppy is sitting in front of you, or beautiful flower is in front of you. How do you feel when a baby is sitting in front of you with a nice smiling, or whatever beloved object or puppy or flower is in front of you? That is the nature of our mind with loving kindness thoughts. Loving kindness is the friendliness to be well to others. Let us make a genuine wish to your mind, mentally uttering these words. Make a genuine wish to your mind. Your mind, just like a blooming flower. May my mind be happy. May my mind be safe. May my mind be peaceful. Be peaceful. May no harmful thoughts come to my mind. May my mind be peaceful. With this peaceful mind, let us radiate loving kindness thoughts to your body. Your body needs your loving care. Your loving kindness thoughts can heal your body. Appreciating each and every part of the body, let us radiate loving kindness thoughts towards your body. Feel the skin of your body. May the skin of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Penetrating this body, radiate loving kindness thoughts from external side to internal side of this body. May the muscles of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the bones of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness thoughts to each and every parts of your body. May the respiratory system of this body digestive system of this body, genitourinary system of this body, may this all the organs and systems and functions be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness thoughts to this whole body, including brain, eyes, nose, ears, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. May this whole body be healthy, be healthy, be healed. May I be happy, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, be peaceful. Radiate loving kindness thoughts which you generated yourself to other beings. Every beings in the world like to spend a happy life. May all beings in the world all of them like to spend peaceful life. Let us expand loving kindness thoughts to other beings. Let us generate loving kindness thoughts to these spiritual friends who are meditating with you right now. May these spiritual friends be happy, be healthy, be safe, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond these spiritual friends to your beloved family members. May my family members be safe, be well, be happy, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond your beloved family members to neighborhood. May my neighborhood be safe, be happy, be healthy, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the neighborhood to the neighboring cities. May all the people who are living in neighboring cities, may they be happy. May they be safe. May they be healthy. May they be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the neighboring cities to neighboring countries. May all people who are living in neighboring countries be safe, be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the neighboring countries to the whole world. May all beings who are living in this whole world, may all of them be safe, be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts to far away places. Your loving kindness is boundless. You can embrace everyone with this loving kindness thoughts. Expand your loving kindness thoughts to the whole universe. May all the beings, including animals, in the direction of your front, back, left, right, below, above. May all beings, visible and invisible, large and tiny, born and unborn, may all of them be happy, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your genuine loving kindness thoughts to the whole universe. May all the beings in this whole universe be happy, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. You expanded your genuine loving kindness thoughts to the whole universe. Now you can rejoice your expansive loving kindness state of your mind. Rejoicing your peaceful and kind state of your mind, let us gently observe your breath. Keep your attention in between your upper lips and nostrils and observe how you are inhaling and exhaling. Like a doorkeeper watching how people are coming inside and going out. In the same way, observe how you are breathing in and how you are breathing out, and try to be with the breath. In these last few minutes, try to be with the breath. There may be other thoughts while you are focusing on your breath, but notice them and come back to the breath again and again and try to be with the breath and observe how you are breathing in and out. Dukkhapataj Nidukkha Bhayapataj Nibhaya Sokapataj Nisoka Hantu Sabbepi Panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and put your palms together and place them against your chest. And take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have a peaceful meditation in your life. And also feel grateful to the enlightened masters who passed this wisdom from generation to generation for us to practice today. And also feel grateful to anyone who helped you to practice this meditation comfortably, who clean and arrange this place for us to meditation, the staff of the library, anyone who helped you to practice this meditation today, and appreciate the support even these non-living things, including this bell, this device which connected you from your home. Appreciating each and every support which we received with deep gratitude. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
It was so nice to have you all. So we wish you all the blessings for you to continue this peace to the rest of the week. And we look forward to see you again. And thank you very much for those who join over YouTube. And we appreciate your effort. Although we can't see you, we know that you are there. And thank you very much and look forward to see you again. And have a great night. Thank you.